Okay, stat students, hopefully you're using the Khan Academy videos here to help you through this, but if those aren't working, I'm going to give you a couple examples for the generalizability of results activity that you've got to do, all right? Basically, this is talking about which group of people can we generalize our results to. If I have a sample, right, from a population, can I take the results from that sample and extend that to the population? All right. And the key to being able to do that is whether or not the sample is random. All right. It's a pretty big concept here in stats, one that we're going to revisit. But what does a random sample help us to do? It helps us to eliminate bias. All right, with a random sample. And so that's a pretty big concept. So let's take a look at this example here. All right, this example is one where the sample is not random. Okay, so that's important. So when something is not random, you can only generalize to those that are in the sample. You can't go anywhere beyond that. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. All right, we've got an example here. It says a company that recently changed its slogan is hosting an optional company picnic. Some members of the marketing team are eating together at the picnic and sharing their thoughts on the new slogan. They find that 80% of them like the new slogan. So, which population is 80% a legitimate estimate, right? So, who can we extend that 80% to for this new slogan? All right, it all depends on who was in the sample and how the sample was taken. So let's go back to the word problem. It says here that some members of the marketing team are eating together at the picnic and sharing their thoughts on the new slogan. Okay, some members. Were those members chosen at random? No, there's no word like saying that they were randomly selected. So that's not there. The only people talking about this new slogan were those members of the marketing team that were eating together at the picnic. That's it. All right. So that's the only people that we can have our results go to. They were not randomly selected. So let's go through the list of choices. Only those, for A, only those of the marketing team eating together at the picnic. All members of the marketing team, but only those at the picnic. All employees in general, but only those at the picnic. All members of the marketing team, but not other teams. So this one's like interesting because it is the marketing team that was there, but they weren't randomly selected. So we can only talk about the members of the marketing team that were at the picnic and eating together. No one else. Okay. So that's our choice for A. Only those members of the marketing team eating together at that picnic. It doesn't go beyond anybody else that they mentioned here because it was not randomly selected. So let's take a look now at an example where things are randomly selected. Okay, so this problem here is one of those examples. So if it is random, the entire group which the sample was taken from, we can then put the results to. Okay, so let's read this one. Ava is considering moving to a neighborhood in a different city and state than where she currently lives. To better understand home prices in the area, she looks up the values for a large random sample of homes in that city and calculates their average price. Okay, we have the language here. She looks up values for a large random sample of homes in that city. Okay, that's key. There's the random piece. Talked about the random sample. And then over here, it talks about the sample of what? Of homes in that city. Okay, so Ava can now safely generalize the results to all homes in that city. Okay? Not just the homes in the sample, like A, not just the homes that are in that neighborhood, but all homes in that city. Nothing beyond the city, right? She only sampled homes in that city, so she's not going to go past that to the state. But she can generalize her results to all homes now because it was randomly selected, but it is just the homes that are in the city because that's what's in her sample as well. So you've got to look at both of those things. Okay? Good luck on this. If you don't get the results you want, go back, do it again, and you'll be great. You'll be good to go.